There for just a few minutes. When I think about where I was 7 years ago, and then I think about where I am now, it has been such an amazing journey, a huge transformation. But I wanted to go back to maybe something that you guys don't know, the behind the scenes or the full story of. Because when I was growing up, I knew that I wanted to be a nurse. I knew that I wanted to help people. I knew in my heart that that was my calling, was to be in a position of helping. So when I was 8, I decided I'm going to be a nurse. And I never changed my mind. So I went to college, I went to nursing school, and I had these huge plans and dreams and goals for what I thought my life should, would, and could look like. These dreams that I thought there was one path to reaching what I would be. And I have to share with you, I absolutely loved being a nurse. ICU stretched me and grew me, and I loved working in intensive care. But then my true calling was labor and delivery. So I was able to work in labor and delivery for almost 10 years, watching new babies come into the world. There's nothing better. But there was this little bit of tug in my spirit as a mom and as a wife, feeling this tension with being away from my family, working 12-hour night shifts, doing call, holiday, weekends, and then being married to somebody who was a nurse anesthetist, having the opposite schedules at the hospital, nights, call, holidays, weekends, and we were really juggling. So here I had this dream of what is it going to be for our family, and it fell short. Again, I loved being a nurse, but hey guys, thanks for jumping on. It wasn't what I had envisioned or imagined that my dream life would look like, because I was tired. I had a lot of health issues. I didn't get to see the family as much. My husband and I were passing back and forth in the hall. And then I was introduced to Plexus. So 7 years ago, it was just Plexus Slim, and I just wanted to get into my skinny jeans. But I say, thank you, Jesus, that I at least had that goal, because that got my foot into the door into something that I had no clue the transformation that was going to take place. I had no clue that when I joined, I was joining network marketing. I didn't even know what network marketing was. So there you go. Anybody can do this. I paid my $34.95, and I didn't even realize that I was joining something that had a business opportunity attached to it. I just wanted to drink my pink drink for the cheapest price. 7 months in, I had signed my mom, and then I signed up my husband without him knowing. And then I had one gal that my upline just said, you know what, let's get you to silver. Here you go. Because 7 months into my journey, I was drinking my pink drink and loving it, but I had no idea the opportunity that I had in front of me. Went to the first ever Plexus convention in June of 2011, and it was a light bulb moment. I realized Plexus is amazing. We have an opportunity, not just for life-changing products, but a chance for me to reset my goals and dreams for what our family was going to look like. Because the dream of being a nurse, although fulfilling and amazing, I felt like the door was closing on that season, because I was ready to be home with my kids. I was ready to be more available. So I was able to retire from the hospital and come home working full-time Plexus, and that was amazing. But what I want to share with you, that's a little bit of backstory. What I want to share with you is the journey from silver to diamond senior gold now, was a bumpy one and has been a bumpy one. And so 2 things that I want to share with you. The first is I'm always in a place of plan, do, review, and then adjust. So I can make plans for what my next rank is going to be. I can make plans for what my next goal is, whether it's consistency club or leaders retreat. I can plan that, and then I can get into action with my power hours and my IPAs and all that good stuff. And then there needs to be a period where I pause and reflect and say, is this working? Am I reaching out to 10 people a day, but having 0 people say, yes, I'd love to take a look at what you do? So that reviewing and reflecting has been something for me that has been transformational, because I've been able to say, well, I'm reviewing and I have some things that I need to grow into. I have some things that I could maybe do better. I have some things that I can change. I have some things that I should maybe stop doing altogether. So that has been the first thing. Plan, do, review, adjust. Adjust where it needs to be. And this might be allowing yourself to be coachable. Sharing with your upline, this is my goal, but I'm not reaching that goal. Can you, if you see something that could help me, would you be willing to share that? And allowing yourself to be coachable while you're reviewing, you can then make adjustments on your journey that will get you back on track. Because how many people know when we've got a starting point and then we've got a destination and end point, even if we're only off by just a teeny tiny bit over a long term, that teeny tiny bit, we're going to be miles from where we wanted to finish, right? Okay, so I titled this Level Up because this is a training that I heard 2 years ago that did nothing for me. When I heard it, I was like, I don't really know about all that. For whatever reason, I wasn't at a place that I could hear it and listen and absorb the information. And now, all of a sudden, in the last month, I think I've shared this. Probably this will be the 6th or 7th time. And every time I do, you guys, I want you to know, I'm allowing you into my brain because this is all note to self. This is all note to Sarah Marble. And allowing people on this journey, I want you guys to know that, there are struggles. I still have days where I'm frustrated. I still have days where I fall short of my goals. But evaluating what I'm going to say is your level of commitment. The first thing we have to do is we have to decide. We have to say, you know what? I'm deciding to do Plexus. I'm deciding to set goals. I'm deciding to invest time. All of you that are on here have made that decision. So number 1 is we're going to decide. Bam. Number 2 is we're going to commit. And here is where, on the review process, we can say, okay, where am I in this level of commitment? And the first level, well, first let's do this. If you were to draw a line on a piece of paper, so if you were to draw a line on a piece of paper and put 0 at one end and 5 at the other, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have these 5 levels of commitment. Let's do some review. And this can be taking your temperature maybe of where you are. Level 1 of commitment is I'm going to give it a try. Okay, this is the weakest form of commitment because this truly is, I'm going to join and maybe share with one person and they're going to say no, and then I'm going to go into the witness protection program. And I know that's not any of you who are on this call, but how many of you can relate to people saying, I'm going to try, and their try lasts for 3 seconds and then you never hear from them again, right? Okay, so we're all going to move past that. Now, absolutely, that's exactly right. Level 2, it's a little bit stronger, and that's going to be somebody that's an attemptee. They're going to attempt, okay? So they're going to join and they're going to set a goal and they're actually going to attempt to make this work. Now, a good example would be I'm going to attempt to get physically fit, so I'm going to join a gym, but then not ever actually going to the classes. Okay, so I committed enough that I joined, and I committed enough that I have that intention and set that goal, but I never actually was committed enough to do the work. Okay, so these people lose focus easily. Maybe they think it was harder than they thought it was going to be. An attemptee probably won't hang around for very long. So that would be level 2. Again, you might know somebody like that. We're not talking about any of you. Level 3. This is where I want to share with you my part of my story for level 3. And you can name it whatever you want. The gal that was sharing this, she called this, this was the unconvinced heart level. And I'll explain that. When you decide and you commit and you want it, but maybe your belief is wavering a little bit. Maybe there's an area that you're feeling you're not qualified to be able to share and move forward and all of that. Level 3 commitment, the unconvinced heart, would be I want to do it and I'm working towards it. But at level 3 is where we realize fear of failure, fear of rejection, self-sabotage with mindset, some positivity issues, a wavering or lack of belief. There's something there, whether it's a speed bump or a roadblock or a big fat boulder. When you're committed at this level, you are willing to realize the hard reality of, okay, I want this, but I'm gonna have to learn, I'm gonna have to grow, I'm gonna have to step out of my comfort zone, and I am going to have to do something different than what I've done to get me to this point. So John Maxwell says that the difference between where we are right now and where we want to be is in the changes that we're willing to make. So at this level of commitment, you are now realizing that you are going to be willing to identify a fear and then to do what you need to do to address and move through that fear. Okay? Because we know that amazing things happen on the other side of fear. Amazing things happen outside of your comfort zone. So being willing to say, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to start reading books. I'm going to start allowing myself to be coached. I'm going to start listening to audios, whatever the case might be. Now, I hit this level as an emerald. As an emerald, I realized, oh my goodness, I have no clue what I'm doing. I had hundreds of people looking to me to be a leader, and I didn't know how to be a leader. Remember, I didn't even know what network marketing was, the year prior. And so this is where I realized I've got huge goals, I've got huge dreams, and I am going to do what it takes to move through fear, to step out of my comfort zone, to do it scared. If you guys were a participant at my very first opportunity meeting after that first convention, it was terrible. It was awful, y'all. I read from note cards that I hid behind, literally hid behind my note cards. 6 people showed up. 2 of them were my parents. My voice wouldn't work because I was so terrified. I was so nervous, and I wanted to make sure I did everything right. Now, fast forward 6 years, obviously, I adore teaching and training. I love getting on stage in front of people, and I really feel like stepping into a strength that, watch this, that I didn't know I had until I stepped out of my comfort zone, evaluated that fear, and went for it. So, level 3, draw that line in the sand and say, I'm willing to, I am going to step it up and step out of my comfort zone, because guess what? At level 4, results happen because you're making them happen. You are doing the work no matter what. You are doing your IPAs, you are doing your power hour, you have people joining you. You are in it to win it no matter what. Your line has been drawn, and at level 4, you're like, bam, I'm there. I'm promoting. I have a team coming with me. Yeah, it's just amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happen in level 4 commitment. Hold on, I need a little bit of my Plexus 96. If y'all don't drink Plexus 96, you're missing out. I drink it twice every day. Okay, so you ready? I'm gonna wrap up. Eva, you didn't know you were gonna get a half an hour out of me. I don't even know. Once I get going, sometimes it's hard to stop. Okay, you ready for the last one? Level 5. Level 5 commitment. Whew, this is one that has been challenging me. This is one that I have been growing through this year. Level 5 says that there is joy that lives in the journey, and it's not about it's not about the destination. So, level 5 is I'm setting my goal for diamond. I'm setting my goal for emerald. I'm setting my timeline. A level 5 commitment level is, in spite of roadblocks, no matter what our back office looks like, no matter what shipping issues happen, no matter what challenges come, no matter what people join our team and leave our team, no matter what other companies might be around, no matter what, I know that I am committed and I am here to stay because I might have to adjust my timeline. I might have to adjust my date for when I want that result to happen, but level 5 commitment says I'm going to adjust it and I'm going to plan, do, review, and adjust and continue moving forward because at level 5, I understand that it's about the journey. It's about the lives that are being touched and changed in the process of making it to that destination. It's about people and not the points. We know that at level 5, we are here to stay no matter what. We are rocking and rolling. We are pushing through. We've got speed bumps. We've got boulders. We've got stop signs. We've got U-turn signs. We've got, you name it, it's coming at us. And I can wake up and say, my why is so strong. My belief is so rock solid. It does not matter what you give me, what you throw at me, what is going to happen. I am here because today I will go one step closer to living the life of my dreams. I will be one step closer to the freedom that I'm searching for. I will be one step closer to touching and changing one life, and that is one more life than I was able to minister to yesterday. When you are in it, and you are all in and you are committed to a level 5, you will be unstoppable and you will be unshakable. And you guys, I promise you, just because you've hit Emerald or just because you've hit Diamond or just because you've been in this company for 7 years, you do not get a get out of jail free card. You do not get a free pass for nothing ever going wrong. I promise you that I could relate and commiserate with anyone over anything, and that I know that sometimes I allow myself to have, a pity party, and I have to put a time limit on it, and then I have to say, okay, here we go. Deep breath. I'm in this because of my family. I'm in this because of my kids. I'm in this because of the thousands of people who are now in this because I've invited them, and I need to be here for them, and I need to keep showing up, and I need to keep growing, and I need to keep evaluating where I have fear, evaluating where something can change, evaluating, if we keep doing the same things that we've always done, we're going to keep getting the same things that we've always gotten. So maybe there needs to be something that I adjust or change or grow into. Y'all, I am still being coachable and learning about myself, learning about areas that I need to grow and improve, and then still challenging myself to step out of that comfort zone because I promise you, amazing things await outside of your comfort zone. So level up. Whatever level you're at, maybe we need to do some reviewing and adjusting. Get your upline, get your sponsor, get your run-in buddies. Make sure that you're staying coachable and doing the work. And if you're not reading something, I challenge you, please, even if it's only 5 minutes a day, read something, listen to something. Take that opportunity to feed your heart and your soul and your mind. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to crash your page. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Hope you have an awesome weekend and an amazing finish to August. Can you believe we've only got 1 week of August left? So thanks, guys. Talk to you later.